Coucou mes puces! So time to talk some winter skincare. I have assembled 5 of my favorite winter skincare essentials, and I have talked about my strange skin before. I think I talked about it in my top 5 favorite foundations. Anyways, so I have strange skin, which I'll get to in a second, and in doing so I have some pretty scattered kinds of favorites that I want to share with you. So hopefully there's something for everyone in this pile. These probably aren't necessarily like the top or the typical things you might expect. Anyways, I'm just gonna get into it instead of giving a whole long tangenty intro, and we will talk about them one by one and why I love using them and all that kind of good stuff. When I say I have very strange skin, it's because I get really oily, especially in my T-zone. I get breakouts on my cheeks, and then I also get dry patches, which make zero sense. And so I look for products this time of year especially that will help exfoliate, and that will help hydrate, and that will help deal with my blemishes. And so I think someone mentioned on one of my past videos that it was strange and they were expecting that my skin would be a lot more hydrated now that I'm in a climate that is a lot more humid than it's used to be in. And that is exactly what I felt would happen too. I was like, even in the winter, it's so much more humid here than I'm used to back in Canada, that there's no way that my skin won't be more hydrated, but it's really not. It's been just sort of dull and dry and flaky and just everywhere, like even my legs and my arms, like everything just has needed bursts of hydration. And so I've been looking for products to hydrate, to exfoliate, like I said. And then the other thing that I found is I've been breaking out. It's just, there's been a lot of new stress and new situations, and so that will cause me to break out. And then there's just been a lot more that my skin has to get used to atmospherically, and so it's been breaking out because of that. One thing that I was so surprised that has helped the breakouts go away is keeping my skin hydrated. I definitely still use products to help keep the oils at bay. So whether it's that Vichy Night Detox product that I will link down below, so that helps a little bit. I did a review on it that I'll link down below. Or if it's sort of a spot treatment or whatever, those all help. But instead of thinking that I need to completely dry out those areas that are breaking out, by adding a lot of moisture back in after I've really cleaned it out, and used my spot treatment by sort of covering it up with a layer of hydration, it just does a world of wonder for my skin. And so that's sort of where we're at. So if any of those things have been troubling you, I hope you'll find something in this video that'll help. So I'm just gonna start grabbing what is by me, and there's not necessarily an order to it, but we're just gonna go with it. The first thing that I find is really helpful is a really great acid tone. So this one is by Darphin. It's their intro toner with chamomile. I have really sensitive skin, and so not really sensitive, but sensitive enough, and especially with toners. Toners are the hardest product for me to find in something that'll tone without like causing like acid burn on my face. Not dramatic acid, but enough, not oh my gosh, not to where like my skin flakes, but to where it gets really red and tender. Anything too harsh, like I've tried some of the Clinique ones that are too harsh. I think I tried one by Murad that was too harsh. I have a hard time with toners. Even some of the Lancome ones, after a couple weeks use, just no. This one I love because I don't get any kind of burning sensation, but I feel enough of an exfoliation. So acid toners, after you've cleansed your face, you'll go in with a toner, and they help sort of with some of that gentle daily exfoliation. This one I recommend oily or dry. On the days I'm oily or on the days I'm dry, it works great. And it's nice and gentle, and so I really enjoy this guy whole heck of a lot, and I definitely recommend a good toner that works for you. I will leave the link for everything I talk about down below, but I think for me, these are products that worked for me, and I recommend sampling, trying out. We all break out, we all get sensitivities to different things. So with skincare, I definitely recommend if you can try things out first just to see how your skin will react, even if it's just in a store and do a spot test and walk away. But the suggestions I give, I think, take away more than the product itself. It's more the type of product I think really helps at this time of year. Okay, the second product that is important is a hydrating toner. So this one is the Vitamin E hydrating toner from the Body Shop. I have a review on this that I will link down below. If I can find it. I'm spacing, it's late, but I am pretty sure I do. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that on the days when I don't double tone, so when I don't go in with my hydrating toner after my acid toner, my skin feels it. So I definitely recommend a hydrating toner. This one from the Body Shop is nice, it's gentle, it's lightweight, and it's not too oily, even in my oily zones. I will say that on days I'm feeling extra oily, like I've been breaking out, I've been shiny all day, I'll just put a little bit less on my sort of cotton pad than I would on other days, but I definitely feel the difference when I don't use it, and I do highly recommend one. The next thing that I want to talk about is a nice exfoliating cream. So this one is, again, a little bit pricier, so you don't necessarily have to go with this one. A lot of different people make it. This one is by Chantecaille. It's La Crème Exfoliante à la Fleur d'Hibisque et au Bambou. It's bamboo and hibiscus exfoliating cream. I hauled this on that day that I blacked out at the Chantecaille counter. Yeah. And I'm glad that I did actually haul it, because I was having a lot of trouble when I first got to the UK with a lot of flaky skin, and I needed something to combat that, and I'd never had that kind of really intense flakiness, and so I was going through all the skincare stuff that I had, and I remembered that I had this guy, so I pulled it out. This one, even though it's quite gentle and it doesn't break me out, is no joke. Like, people talk about the Kate Somerville Exfoliate as being no joke. This one is deceiving. That one, the Kate Somerville one, you're supposed to leave on for no more than 20 to 30 seconds. Either leave it on or sort of massage it in for that point and then wash it off. I've heard people say that if they leave it on any longer than that, it starts to burn to their face. I never had that problem with the Exfoliate, but I never left it on for too much longer than 30 seconds. This one is intense, so I have to be careful not to rub my face too hard when I use it, because otherwise it starts to hurt. We're okay. Nothing broke. It's all good. That's why I like pressed plastic packaging, because I'm klutz. Anyways, but I do feel that my skin is so clean when I finish using it, and I love sort of the bamboo and natural extracts in it, because I feel like it's pure, it's clean, my face is nice and decongested and all that kind of good stuff. I don't use it any more than 2 times a week maximum, again, because it's pretty intense. And I would feel like with any kind of exfoliation, you don't want to over exfoliate your face anyway, so 2, max 3 times a week to exfoliate, but a nice exfoliant, especially when we're getting dry, when there's a lot of dead skin, just will do you a world of good. The next 4th item that I want to talk about is a great skin oil. This one is the Pure Maracuja Oil by Tarte. I've had a big one, I've had little ones, I've had all different kinds of shapes. This is the one that I currently have. I didn't bring my giant tub with me. I will only use a little bit of this, and I won't use this every night. Because I am oily, I don't find that I need a face oil every day, just because it feels a little bit like overkill. But on those days when my body just really, really feels it, I break this guy out. I will put them on right before I put on my moisturizer, and it just sort of helps lock in that moisture. I like the Maracuja oil from Tarte because it's lightweight, it's not too thick, it doesn't congest my pores or any of that kind of thing, and it adds an extra layer of moisture to my face, so it is really, really lovely in that way. And then the last item I want to talk about is this Multi-Miracle Glue Cleanse, Mask, and Balm for Baby Soft Skin from Charlotte Tilbury. Not the magic cream that everyone raves about. That one is really lovely, and my sister, who is allergic to just about everything, like, you cannot put anything on that girl's face. She's got bad eczema, it's a disaster. She loves it's called the Miracle Cream, or the Magic Cream by Charlotte Tilbury. That has really great ingredients in it that help sort of lock the moisture into your face all day, and it's a lovely, really thick, hydrating day or nighttime cream, depending on how dry you are. I have tried it, I like it fine, but I have less of a problem with needing to have that moisture locked in all day, and more like I need something intense at night, and so I really like this guy. The makeup artist at the Charlotte Tilbury counter used this on me the day that I got my makeup done there, and by the time I got home and I washed my face off, it was the clearest my face has been in a long, long time, and so I had to run out and get a tub of this. This guy is bigger than the tub of the Miracle Cream, and or the Magic Cream, and it's about half the price, and so that also helps. You can use this guy to wash your face, you can use it as a hydrating mask, or you can use it as a body balm. I use it as a hydrating mask, and I find that it works phenomenal. I will say though that if you put it on even an hour or two before you go to bed. So you can put it on like for 30 minutes to an hour and wash it off, or you can use it overnight for best effect, and I really like to use it overnight. But I will say that it takes a long time to dry. So my recommendation is to put a towel on your pillow, otherwise you wake up with just pillows with, you know, this stuff in it, and you have to wash them, and it's the whole thing. So yeah, that's my little application tip, but I really love it. I love waking up with really soft skin, and it's really lovely. The Glam Glow have a similar mask that I've heard good things about. I haven't had a chance to try that one out, but they make a similar hydrating mask that you're supposed to be able to sleep in as well. And if you want something that's a little bit more affordable, the 10-minute hydrating mask from Origins, it comes in a white sort of tube like this, squeeze tube, is really, really incredibly lovely. It has apricot kernel extract in it, and it's a 10-minute mask. That's not when you sleep in, it's 10 minutes. You put it on and you are good to go. I actually just watched Julie from Julie's Beauty Dish did a review on 2 sleep-in hydrating masks. I'll link her video down below. But yeah, she talks about a Boscia one, and ooh, I can't remember what the second one was, because I remember in my mind, I'm like, the Boscia one sounds awesome. When I get back to a place that sells Boscia, I want to try that one. So yeah, there's just a lot of really great sort of hydrating sleeping masks. And I find, especially with my oily skin, I don't need the hydration during the day. I'm getting nice and oily during the day, but at night when I'm getting my skin to rest and to rejuvenate, I really want that moisture. And so a sleep-in hydrating mask, or just a hydrating mask in general, is really lovely for that. Okay, I've been talking for a long time. Any questions, any products you guys love, leave those all for us down below in the comment section. Let's chat about it there. And I think that's it. I just have points of positivity to do. 3 points of positivity. So the first is catching up on some Grey's Anatomy. Now that I am on break mode, it's just been a lot of TV all the time. It's been great. So we never got to finish watching Grey's with my sister, so on the nights and the days that I get to go see her, it's been a lot of hanging out and just watching that. The second point of positivity is a great tea that I picked up at Fortnum & Mason. It's the Smoky Earl Grey tea. My sister says that it is me in a mug because it's the classiness of a very English Earl Grey proper tea, and then the sort of trashiness of the smoky that comes out of it, the smokiness. She smells it, she's like, it smells like the Dorito chips that you buy all the time. She has this joke about me all the time, which you guys may or may not know, that I like present sometimes as like prim and proper, but I'm a lot white trash inside. And like, I don't say that in a mean or a disrespectful way. Like, I love like Doritos, and I love, I don't know, like, what else do I love? Oh, like shows like Rock of Love, and yeah, there's just a part of me in like really bad reality TV, like really trashy, like VH1 reality TV. So yeah, there's a part of me that's just like really very different. So it's that combination that she's like, it's you in a mug, this tea, and I love it for that reason. I cannot drink any other tea. I've been on like a straight Smoky Earl Grey tea. Highly recommend it if you guys can get it. It's really awesome and pretty unique. So that's been the second thing that's been bringing me a lot of joy. And then third is an at-home spa night. As I've been telling, I'm trying to test out everything so I can sort of put this video up, and in doing such, the other night we just had a really nice, or I just had a really nice sitting over here and just chilling spa night. I had like a face mask on. Sarah sent me, Sarah, who I did my international box swap with, like feet masks and like hand masks, and it was just, I just sat there and zened out, and it was awesome. So yeah, that's what's bringing me joy. Let me know as always what's been bringing you guys some happiness today. I want to send you guys tons of joy, tons of positive energy, especially this week, which I think a lot of time, I've said this before, but we lose track of the happy, celebratory, giving thanks part of the holidays. So I think that that's been my focus this week, of just being really grateful for everything and trying to focus on that. And so especially this week, I want to send you guys tons of that loving gratitude, yeah, all that good stuff. Thank you as always for being here. I want to send you a great big hug, and as always, I can never leave you without reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.